What's up, you guys? Welcome to the video. So today I'm just in a great mood because I'm filming all my festival videos today. So I'm super pumped for this. Guys, we're talking about EDC Orlando 2021. I'm going to be giving you some tips and advice on this festival, as well as talking about everything from the stages, the tickets, like things you should know about where to stay, all of that good stuff. So if you are excited for this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel if you guys want to see more videos about dance music and music festivals. So with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. All right, quickly, I'm going to go over ticketing options right now because there still is time. There still are payment plans. There's a deposit you guys can put down. I'm actually going to be doing GA this year, which is what I did in 2019. Had a great experience with it, so I definitely recommend it. First and foremost, I am now an Insomniac affiliate, which is absolutely insane. So I have a referral link if you guys want to use it and buy your ticket through a friend. It will be down below in the description box. So feel free to use that for any of the tickets I'm about to talk about. So first and foremost, you have your GA option, which I believe is still on early owl pricing, which is $179.99 plus fees. You can also put down a $10 deposit and do a payment plan, which is what I'm personally doing right now. Then you also have GA plus, which is kind of like your middle tier option. This is essentially nicer bathrooms and a dedicated entry. So if that's something that's important to you and you want more private air-conditioned bathrooms and maybe faster entry, GA Plus might be a good option for you. And then last but certainly not least, you have the VIP option. This one is $399.99 plus a $49 fee. So this is going to give you, again, a separate entry. You're also going to have the private air-conditioned bathrooms. There's also separate areas where you can watch, so they're kind of sectioned off so you have better viewing platforms. Those have separate amenities as well, so different food and drink options. They have games that you can play, a candy making station, glitter bar, all of that good stuff. So it looked pretty cool. The area near Circuit Grounds was pretty big, and same thing for main stage as well. Okay, for accommodations, I'm primarily going to recommend home base. I think it's the best place you can stay for EDC Orlando. Unfortunately, I didn't do it in 2019. I really regret it, but I will be staying at home base this year with a ton of people. I'm going with a whole bunch of Lunchbox fam, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. So essentially, home base is like an all-in-one party place. It's a hotel takeover at the Avanti Palms. So you have all of the pool parties and after parties included in your room pass. They also shuttle you to the festival, which is very convenient because I would definitely recommend taking shuttles. So you know, it's a lot. If you guys want everything all in one, it's a really good option. You might not be sleeping that much because there's always going to be something going on, but it's really cool because you're going to be surrounded by ravers. So I love that. Plus the pool looked really cool. They have vendors, like a buffet, activities that you can do on site. So I believe rooms are 95% sold out at this point. So I would definitely get those before they're gone. Hey guys, so like I said, this is an extremely popular place to stay, and unfortunately the first resort already sold out, but have no worries. They added a second resort at the Wyndham Orlando. So if you guys are still interested in having the home base experience, I would definitely recommend picking one of the packages at their second resort. Like I mentioned, there's a couple different options. You can choose to stay there, or you can just buy a weekend pass where you can get access to the pool parties and the after parties if you just want to go there for those shows. So there's a ton of different options. I'll put a link down below in the description box. That is one option. Of course, there's Airbnb. If you have a big group or you're on a budget, definitely look into Airbnbs in the area. I would just be careful. I'm not local to the event, but I have heard that the festival is not in the best area. So that surrounding area in town, just be careful if you guys are walking to the event or if you're parking your cars. But there are also hotel recommendations on the website. So if you guys go to EDC Orlando's site, you can check out all of their hotel recommendations and where they're going to have their shuttle stops. So usually for any festival, I recommend that you stay at a hotel takeover that has a shuttle stop so that you can just buy both passes. I'm going to quickly talk about travel. I did rideshare, so I did Uber in 2019, and it was Not the best experience, I will say. So that's one of my pro tips. Leave early. Leave early for the festival, and even consider leaving early out of the festival if you plan on doing rideshare, because on Friday we ended up leaving late. I think we left at like 5 p.m. and sat in almost an hour and a half of traffic. So that was not great. And then on Saturday and Sunday night, we left like right about when the festival was ending. And Saturday was an absolute nightmare. It was just a complete and utter chaos trying to get an Uber. We were just like sitting, walking around for about an hour and a half before we could find our Uber driver. So it was not a good experience, which is why I'm going to do the shuttles this time. But if you drive, or if you choose to do that, just get there early and leave a little early if you can, and you might need to walk a little bit away from the event to try and call an Uber. Something you might also want to consider, and this is totally up to you, if you plan on doing anything outside of the event, like, you know, if you want to go to Universal or you want to do Disney World or something like that, you could also book a hotel that's kind of in between. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything extra. I was really hoping to maybe do a day at Disney, but yeah, Universal is close if you want to do the Wizarding World of Harry Potter or anything like that. I had friends who did that in 2019. So you can pick a hotel or an Airbnb that's kind of around everything. All right, let's just chat a little bit about the actual festival. So we don't really know too much just yet. We don't have the map or anything, but there were some changes in 2019 to years prior. It used to be a 2-day festival. Now it's a 3-day festival. They moved around the stage locations. So what you are going to get is your main stage, which is the same design as EDC Las Vegas. There was a neon garden, which is the techno tent, essentially. You had Stereo Bloom, and then you had Circuit Grounds, and then you also had art cars, art installations, you had rides, and then you had Corona Electric Beach, which was a really cool like pop-up stage as well. So you really do get a lot. I loved this festival. I had a great experience there, but the production was what you'd expect from Insomniac. Absolutely amazing. I highly recommend, like I said, going early every day to just walk around and see where everything is, and then, you know, play around. Go check out some of the art installations. I would recommend catching like an art car set and just exploring, because there's a lot to see. Daisy Lane is really pretty. I would definitely recommend walking over that bridge at some points. You might not have an option if you need to use it as a shortcut to get to the different areas. But yeah, stages, production, all of that was amazing. They do have plenty of areas for photo ops as well. The lines were crazy every time I saw them. So again, you will avoid that if you go early. I'm pretty sure on Saturday and Sunday, I went by myself and I got there like a little after gates opened. It was extremely hot, not gonna lie, but I got to just chill by myself. I got to get food, which was great. So speaking of food and drink options, I actually went back and watched my vlog so I could remember how much things cost on average. But here's what I'd recommend. I always say, please eat a big meal before the event. That way you're like nice and full and you've got everything you need to fuel you for the day, and you don't have to spend as much in the event. But you know, I got there early some days, so I got island noodles one day, which was $12. So delicious. Saturday of the event, I drank a lot. I spent a lot of money. I think it was like $60 on drinks alone. So I was looking, you have anything from a lemonade being $6, water was $4, Red Bull was $4, a specialty cocktail was $15, a double cocktail was $22, a Red Bull vodka was $16, and a Corona or a craft beer, which I'm pretty sure was a bigger cup, was $16 as well. So it's expensive, fam. So if you guys are going to pregame a little bit before, do your thing. Just remember to stay hydrated and don't go too hard, especially on Friday. Like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And it is extremely hot inside this festival. I cannot even stress that enough. I was like sweating through my bodysuit. So 10 out of 10 recommend a hydration pack for this event. You guys know I'm going to always recommend my lunchbox hydration pack because it is anti-theft, and there is a huge theft issue at EDC Orlando. It happens every year, so please protect yourselves against that. I just put out a full podcast episode all about this that I will link up here on how to protect yourself from theft at events, but my lunchbox was absolutely perfect. I have a code Kapotes will save you guys $11 off your lunchbox orders. They also just put out the snack pack and sling pack, which is essentially like your fanny pack. So you could also use code EmmaK to get $5 off your snack or your sling pack. So that gives you an idea as far as pricing. Like I said, pretty much every day to stay in my budget, I would just get Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. I'd get a coffee and keep it, pretty chill. And then I would usually eat one meal at the event. So I got island noodles, I got a gyro one day. What else? I did mozzarella sticks one day. And then my group, when I went back to the hotel room, we would order food after the event. So we did that 2 nights. But it's up to you guys how much you want to spend. Like I said, if you're adding liquor into the equation, that will rack up your bill for sure. The really good thing about EDC across the board is that you get a mix of genres, which is amazing. So you can expect like top tier talent here. Like I said, you have Neon Garden, which is going to be techno, and then main stage and circuit ground is going to be a mix of pretty much everything, but you're going to have a lot of your major headliners there. Stereo Bloom was cool. This is what you're going to want to pay attention to. One of the days it was a lot of house music, which is my jam. And then they also do stage takeovers. So they had like all bass music one day. Then they had a hard dance takeover. So if you guys like hard style, they had that as well. Usually they do like a dream state takeover, which is all trance. So you will get a mix, but when the lineup comes out, it'll tell you in the set times, it will show you like what day is what takeover. So do not sleep on Stereo Bloom. Really good. And again, the Corona Electric Beach, sometimes you'll get some surprise sets. I saw Bijou and Abstract there, which was fun. It's like actual beach. They put sand in front of you. Cool vibe. And the last thing I'll say about the stages, depending on if they keep everything in the same location, definitely leave time to get places, because if you're all the way at circuit grounds and you want to get to main stage, it could take you a good 15 to 20 minutes to walk there, depending on how deep you are at circuit grounds. But there were a couple times where I had to like leave the crowd and come back, and it took me a while to walk places. Again, let's go back to weather for a second. So weather is unpredictable in Florida. Hello. In November, it was still very hot during the day and sunny, so it was like 80 something degrees. On Friday, it did rain. Luckily, I brought a poncho, but if they are forecasting any rain, just pack a poncho with you so it doesn't matter. But a lot of people on Friday, which is what we did, went and like packed into the Neon Garden tent to just like get a break from all of the rain. So that happens as well. So just be careful with your outfits. Speaking of those, this is full blown rave attire. Like what you would expect to see at EDC Vegas, you will see at EDC Orlando. Go all out, wear whatever the hell you want, your festival fashion, your rave outfits, go as skimpy as you want, does not matter. You can have a lot of fun with that. I would recommend bringing something for warmth. So I actually wore pants one day. I wore joggers, which I was sweating during the day, but then at night I was very comfortable. And then I always bring a pashmina with me just to like wrap around myself, because when we were sitting there waiting for an Uber for an hour, it was getting chilly, and that definitely helped me. So outfits, have as much fun as you guys want. All right, I kind of just have like miscellaneous tips here at the end, but again, theft is a really big problem, so please be careful, protect your stuff. There were plenty of free water refill stations, so that's why I recommend bringing a hydration pack. You don't want to keep spending $4 on a bottle of water, like reduce that amount of waste as well, and definitely fill up at the free water refill stations. If you're going to do any meetups, which I highly, highly recommend, there were so many in 2019, you guys. You can find out about these online or on social media. I will be hosting meetups for sure. But there was like an Anjuna fam meetup. There was a Reddit meetup. There was a EDM Twitter meetup. Like so many different amazing things. Lunchbox fam. So I will recommend, because I made this mistake, do not pick the Ferris wheel as your meetup location. It was an absolute shit show because everyone and their mother picked the exact same location. So next year I'm going to pick something maybe like in a far corner or something, so you can clearly tell, where our group is. But bring a flag or a totem. Those are allowed in. That will help people find you, and it just adds to the overall experience of it, I think. And again, there are rides, art installations, all of that good stuff. But I think the biggest thing I would recommend is really figuring out what your transportation is going to be, because I would hate for you guys to have that same experience we did, because it was absolutely miserable sitting there trying to get a ride share, and it really sucked on Friday getting there so late because we waited and we sat in traffic. So highly recommend leaving early. Security was a breeze for the most part. I never had an issue with it. And I'm so excited to stay at home base. That's all I'm going to say. I just can't wait to see what the pool parties and the after parties are going to be, and people will decorate their doors. And I feel like it's going to feel like a college experience kind of vibe. So we're going to run into so many people you might know and recognize online, and we're all going to be one big happy family at home base. So I will link all of that down below if you guys want to stay there. But I think that's everything I have. If you guys have any other questions, definitely let me know. I I tried to get to all the questions you guys submitted on my Instagram stories as well, and I think I covered everything, but I'm always here if you ever need anything. So drop a comment here or feel free to DM me at Emma Kapotes with any questions. This is the first video of many. I will be doing an outfit ideas video. For sure, we'll go over the lineup, the set times, the map, all of that good stuff as we get closer to the event. And I'll probably do a full video on home base too once we know like who is going to be playing that and we have our schedule. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, I would love it if you would come join the family and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you guys want to watch my vlogs or my outfit ideas from 2019, everything will be linked down below in the description box, along with my Insomniac affiliate link. If you guys want to purchase through me, it really helps me out. So definitely feel free to pick your tickets up below. All right, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Fall into you.